Hi, so we're on Barton Level 8, Lesson 2, and we're working on suffixes at the end. We're also working on an I followed by a vowel is usually not a vowel team. It usually says E. So I'm just going to walk through these new rules. There's a lot of them. It's very content heavy. So the first one we start with is ES, okay? So we're looking at the last four letters here, obvious. ES is spelled I-O-U-S. That's the first rule that we learned. Now, I want to show you that I have the students keep track of these in a general spelling notes, okay? So I would have them write something like E-us. That's what I hear. How do you spell it? I spell it I-O-U-S, and I might put the word like obvious, okay? So this is where I keep track. They should do this during the lesson, or they can do it after the lesson too, just to compile it so that they have it in a nice spot, okay? Again, this is the personalized notebook. If you're working at the 20% club, your students should have this. If you are not working in the 20% club and you'd like to purchase this, it is in my TPT store, but let's get back to this. Okay, so the next rule that we learned is a shus rule. So a C-I-O-U-S, we've got the us at the end, the O-U-S, that's a suffix, and then we have the C-I. The C-I and the T-I here both make the sh sound. They're both digraphs. They sound like SH. We don't spell with SH at the end of the word though. So spacious, ambitious. So we would look this up if your student is unsure. They would look it up in their Franklin spell checker or on their phone. I was going to show you the spell checker, but it's too far away. Or on their phone, they could do this too to double check the spelling of shus. All right, then we have just at the end, okay? Just, this is what it sounds like. That's why the brackets are around it. Just at the end is spelled G-I-O-U-S. The I is actually silent. Up until this, all of the I's have made the E sound, but it doesn't here. It's silent. Its job in the word religious is to change the sound of the G to J. So instead of it being religious or religious, it's religious. The next rule we learned was obedient to obedience. Okay, so this is hard for some students to hear the difference in the ending here. But if you hear E-ent, it's going to be spelled I-E-N-T, and E-ence, I-E-N-C-E. Let's take a Taylor Swift break here. All right, the next one is going to be patient, sufficient, okay? So it's really similar where we have the T-I and the C-I in the middle. They both make that sh sound. That is another, those are both digraphs. They come together to make one sound. That's the definition of a digraph. So again, your student should be looking up shent as question mark I-E-N-T if they're unsure when they hear those sounds, which one to make. And then we've got patience. Shence is spelled T-I-E-N-C-E, and that's it. So very content heavy. A lot of very technical things, endings that we don't use all that much, or, you know, we do use them, they're fairly common, but a lot of students may have been kind of avoiding some of these up until now. They don't know how to decode them, so they're just sort of skipping over them. So again, this is time where your student is going to take back the power from these words. They do know how to decode them. These are very long words. They are very rich in vocabulary. So there is a lot of work to do in this lesson. So I would challenge your student to not only read these, if they don't know a word, let's go to voracious. All right, let's decode voracious. All right, we're gonna start like usual. I've got a vowel and an R right here. That has to stay together. I have a vowel right here. And then I have shus, okay? So for this one, the way that we're going to decode it is this is going to be a vowel R, vor, A, open A, and then shus. This all goes together because this is a digraph right here, the CI, and then the OUS makes one, it's one sound together, shus, or one syllable together, excuse me. Okay, voracious. Here's another one. Let's do salient, salient, okay? So the I followed by the vowel is usually not a vowel team. So in this case, it's going to say A, or it's going to say E, salient. Let's do egregious. Egregious. Flirtatious. Fleur, again, we have our vowel R that we need to keep together. That's not a very good division mark there. It would be, still can't do it. Fleur, vowel R has to stay together. Shus, T-I-O-U-S, again, is going to be one syllable altogether. So, and I would just make sure your student knows what these means too. It's another great opportunity to do some work on vocabulary. Excuse me, I started on page 2. There's page 1. I showed you page 2. I had this set up wrong. So in this one, let's just divide a couple of these. I would do atrocious. If they want to say A here, just remind them that most A's in the beginning are going to be schwa. Open A's in the beginning of the word usually are going to be schwa. There's only a couple exceptions. Let's see what else. Ferocious. Ferocious. It's another word. Let's do notorious. Notorious. Looking for one that has a, oh, this one, I like this one. Oh, my mouse just stopped. Inconvenience. I like this one right here. We do sort of slur this together. Inconvenience is how it comes out. Inconvenience. You have to slow it down in order to spell it correctly. And so that has been taught to your student, that they need to slow it down to hear all of these. Sort of like in lesson 1, we talked about Californian. We sort of slur that all together. But if you slow it down, you can hear all the sounds. Californian, and that's how you can spell it correctly. All right, moving on. Let's do the extra practice pages. Again, we're going to start on extra practice page, extra practice number 3. Read each word, circle words that end in CIOUS or TIOUS. Okay, so we've got a CIOUS right here, conscious, expedient, superstitious, no, we're doing shus, shent, scrumptious, experience, malicious, serious, lenience, proficient, amphibious, contagious, spacious, and over anxious. So those are the ones that are purple, are the ones that should be circled. All right, the next one, a word in the first column rhymes with the word in the second column. Draw a line between the two words that rhyme. To rhyme, at least the last 2 syllables will be the same. So we've got subconscious and unconscious. Lenient, convenient. Where is this one? Just tenacious, vivacious. obvious, oblivious, ambitious, fictitious, insufficient, inefficient, religious, litigious, and notorious glorious. Okay. Sorry, that was hard for me. Okay, so here we go. All right, make 2 or more sentences while drawing a line between the who, the did, what, and the where. Read them, the whole bit. Okay, so Mr. Monrovia felt anxious at the Olympian ceremony because of the vicious Pomeranian. So your student can do a couple of those if they don't know what a Pomeranian is. I would encourage them to look it up. They can find out that it's a little tiny dog. All right, that's it. Have a great day. So make sure your student is reading, not guessing.